So with the impact to my business and income, will this delay my retirement?
I know you're worried, Marshall, but based on...
Because it hasn't, like you say, and her brother plays too, and I've never heard either one of them.
I thought it would be. So with the impact to my...
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic.
A very pleasant good morning and welcome to the Swift Current Curling Club. This is the quarterfinals of the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown here on Curling Stadium. We have this game today with Team Wrana versus Team Grey Withers. My name is Dave Schmel. I'm joined by Jim Nix. Ryan Jakes is on the production, and in our studios in London, Ontario is Jerry Gertz. Pleasant good morning to you, Jimmer.
Good morning, David. How are you doing today?
I am coming off a high of some great curling all day and night yesterday.
And it's Championship Sunday. Always got to be up for Championship Sunday. Even when it's sometimes on Monday.
So we see this opening end. Well, we're going to have a chance to have some conversation, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to play the not quite as traditional as it used to be, but wide open first end and take a little time getting into it. It's going to be an interesting game, I think. I did Grey Withers' game, done a few games, her games over the last couple of years, but did one of her games at the start of this Bonspiel. And I'll tell you what, she's going to be somebody that's going to be tough to beat in a couple of years. She's already tough to beat, but I mean, at the very, very highest level, I think she's going to be one of those that is going to be very tough to beat. So you better get at it now if you're thinking of going to beat her, because I don't think she's going to get beat by many people in a couple of years.
Yeah, I did not have the opportunity to commentate in either of these teams this week, but no, I agree. Grey Withers has been doing quite well, and they should be a force now. Of course, Wrana is a fantastic squad out of Sweden, of course, and they've been doing well for years and years now.
Yeah, they have. It's she makes some very, very big shots. Got a little clean up down there. Wow, 0 there.
And for those of you watching, thank you for tuning in. Please join in the chat if you like to interact. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to Curling Zone. Be one of the 35,000 very intelligent people that do that. We just cracked that 35,000, Jim.
Yeah, that's a pretty good number, I think.
Doesn't suck.
No. The we were talking before the game got going a little bit about some of the curling just being not quite as high as we usually get, but lots of good games, lots of great play, and the reasons why, and ice came up. I think the ice has been really good here. I don't think there's been an issue. That can't blame that miss on ice, for example. You got to throw it, but I think it is different than we've had. It's just had a little bit less curl and a little bit of it has some finish, but it's not quite that big radical finish. And for some reason, people aren't really adjusting to that very well. But I've also seen, you've seen too, that it's given people just struggle with draw weight. And I time them, and I'm coming up at 14.5 seconds most of the time. They're thereabouts, and that shouldn't be a difficult speed for them. But it might have certain tracks that are not keyed up. I don't know for sure. I'm not that great at figuring that one out. But yeah, it's just been a bit of a struggle. But these teams have been here long enough now that I would expect that they should have a pretty good handle on it today, and we should have some really good games.
So that, Jim, to your point, that makes it really a team-wide problem, right? So the line calls, that's generally the skip's issue.
Yeah.
The skip has to figure out where the broom has to go, when to call the sweep, when not to call the sweep. Now, but the front end, that speed is all their deal. You have to, especially when, I know when I play front end, I'm sure, about 75 years ago when you did, you had to kind of keep a map of the sheet in your head. Say, okay, we've been down here twice, we've been down here once. It's a little bit wider, and this ice is reacting like that to where you have to track that. And quite honestly, it's allowing the cream's rising to the top. Because the ice is rewarding good shots and good deliveries and punishing those that aren't. And I do not have a problem with that.
No. At this level, you should have to throw it well to make it. Just with the way sweeping is now, sometimes you don't have to throw it all that well to make it, but you should have to at least be consistently good if you're planning on winning. And
I take it back to, I made a reference yesterday at some point to bowling. You can fiddle with the lane conditions and make it that you have about a 10 board area in bowling. So that's about 1.5 foot area where the oil pattern is such that the ball's going to either skid or hook right into the pocket and get you a strike. And I know people personally that have a 20 pin higher average at one house over the other, just because the oil condition is that much easier. So
interesting.
I look at it pretty much the same way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably pretty fair. I have bowled. I know nothing about. I know about oil a little bit and stuff, but I don't have a clue how it all works or how you make it work, because down where I am, most of the bowling, it's candlepin bowling, which.
I have not. Now I went duck pin bowling, and here comes that double on the way down. Hit the one, go all the way across. Oh, yes, you do. We interrupt that story for a great double takeout. Let's take a look at that again, Catherine Clifford.
Yeah, this is a long double. She's playing the out turn to get a little bit better action off the target stone. Good weight. Not throwing a rocket down here, but she has to throw a solid. Lindsay Burgess just keeping it straight. Really never a doubt about this. And managed to even stay. Great shot.
It takes a lot for me to interrupt the story, Jim.
I know. Sorry.
Oh, man. Yeah, I remember when I was bowling in high school, I was on our varsity team, and you traveled to the other schools. They all had their home bowling center. And, we knew essentially the equivalent of the ice maker, the lane technician. And we're good friends with them and got them to put out a different lane condition for us. And we completely destroyed the home team.
Funny.
I wasn't the instigator of that, but I was happy to take advantage.
So you mentioned duck pin. What's duck pin?
So duck pin is the opposite of candle pin. So the duck pins are tall and the candle pins are tall and skinny. The duck pins are short and squat.
Okay, is it the same as in the 5-pin bowling?
It's the same ball as candle pin, 10-pin candle pin bowling.
Okay.
It's the same size ball, like that, the big grapefruit size ball. They just catch that one. It's going to roll over, and all the way out. And just like candlepin bowling, you get 3 balls.
Yeah.
So it's the same game, but the pins are just physically different.
Yeah, okay.
One difference is you do clean up the dead wood between shots in duck pin bowling.
Yeah, and it sounds very much like 5-pin bowling. We used to play 5-pin bowling. We had a couple 5-pin bowling lanes in Ontario, and they do play some 5-pin down here too. But same idea though. That when the deadwood thing just blew me away when I moved here. I might have said this to you before. It made no sense to me. I came from Ontario. We always played 10-pin really, but we played and big ball, and all of a sudden you're playing this thing and nothing's picking up the.
Yeah, you have to walk back and push the button to cycle the machine. It doesn't go automatically.
When you don't pick up the deadwood, naturally being new, the first time it ever happened that there's a pin in front of what you're trying to hit, and you're like, how the hell do I do this? It's like,
yeah, but then you get really good. You learn how to use that deadwood.
Oh, I know, yeah. Well, I didn't get really good, but I know. I could see how eventually, the times when it didn't work so good for you, it also worked really good for you at other times. So,
so anyway. duck pin bowling, the gutters actually have little conveyor belts in them in the pit area to pull the deadwood out.
Yeah.
And that way you don't have to cycle the machine quite as much.
Okay.
The machine looks like, if you ever played the board game Mousetrap, it looks like this crazy contraption. It's a weird looking machine. Does not look anything like a 10-pin setter.
No.
Or the famous AMF 5640 machine, which is probably the most reliable pin setter between that and the Brunswick A2. Tells you how much time I spent in a bowling center.
Yeah. Well, back when I used to play lead 75 years ago in curling, I also worked at the 5-pin bowling alley where we actually put the pins in like manually.
You were a pin boy.
I was, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, whole new nickname coming up for you, Jimmer.
Yeah.
And we keep on trading hits here. Got that one, no problem. Coming up to the final still in the end, it's going to be Isabella going for the blank.
Yeah, you don't want to not get the blank now. When you set out for this end and you have your goal basically the whole time was to play for barring a open miss, which they did get for a minute, is to just basically blank this end. You don't want to end up not making this.
So here's Wrana. Final stone of the first. Looking to hold this one straight. Make the contact. Spill it out. And you don't. The force is there. It's 1 point for Wrana. Greg Withers has the hammer. Will we come back to Swift Current after this on Curling Stadium?
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsocktickets.com. Let's rock!
And welcome back to Swift Current. We're here at the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown. My name's Dave. His name is Jim. And we're so happy that all of you are here with us on Curling Stadium. Isabella Wrana was not able to convert on the blank. So now it's Gray Withers with the hammer in the second end. And we see getting ready to deliver is the lead for Team Gray Withers, Zoe Cinnamon. And a shout out to her parents, Dawn Marie and Larry. I had the pleasure of meeting all three of them and her brother Max in Cortina. Fine folks. And I also told her that I'm going to throw in, that's a spicy shot by Cinnamon anytime I can. I will tell you, of all the fans in that arena in Cortina, Dawn Marie was quite possibly the most enthusiastic throughout the whole week.
What were they playing there? Was that like university?
As World Juniors.
Oh, World Juniors. Okay.
Yeah, it was World Juniors, and team from my club was Team USA.
Okay.
So that was the primary reason I went. I ended up being able to collaborate with our colleagues in Curling Stadium Europe to do some work on the event, but we didn't have a women's team. The U.S. didn't qualify, so I adopted both the Canadian women's team and the German women's team. That because the German they were being coached by Andy Kapp, who I get along with very well, and of course Andy is
Legend.
God. He's God in Germany for curling.
Yeah.
I've had an opportunity to play against him. Andy's a hell of a guy.
Yeah.
You ever get a chance to meet Andy Kapp, just sit down, talk with him. He'll throw a big smile on. And he likes people. He loves the game. Exactly what you want to see curling.
Nice shot there around the corner.
Mm-hmm. They think they're going to be able to chase it here.
Yeah, what I read yesterday was U.S. I think a U.S. junior women's team maybe qualified for World Juniors or something like that.
Yes, they did.
That's good.
And there's a member of my club on that.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, two. For a little place outside of Philly, we don't do bad.
Yeah.
So you see that wrecked in the guard. So opportunity here to have Burgess rip these two. Should go over the top of the yellow, don't you think, Jim?
Well, I think so. And we can get maybe a peek at the overhead there. We might be able to tell a little bit better. But, yeah, you see. Yeah, I think it will. Should go over the top for sure. It's an awkward situation for a Gray Withers. She'd probably rather not be playing a hit here, but she just can't leave those there.
That's a bad stagger. So just playing with this with a very controllable weight.
This is Lindsay Burgess of what would be a very famous Burgess family here in Nova Scotia in the world of curling.
Right.
She would be the cousin of Carly Burgess, who plays with Anderson.
Now, I wonder if they weren't trying to just pick that the way they did, because they had Zoe curling, the hop there to push it over.
And it wasn't excessively heavy.
Oh, that just grazes it.
Fortunate to get that out.
Yeah, very close to missing it for sure. So now you're going to have a hit and a big roll open. And a little early to split the house, but that's the opportunity that presents itself.
Isabella may win the award for the biggest winter jacket out on the ice so far this weekend. Most of them are not full lengths.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It's no fun curling when you're cold, though. I said that yesterday. You got to do what it takes to stay warm because it's not easy to perform if you're.
Wasn't it Fujisawa that had the big poofy coat on?
I don't know. Oh, Fujisawa. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I didn't quite get what you said. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't see her, so that may well be right.
But the full length coat, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Well, I get it. I spent time in the corporate world. I wear a suit every day, and of course, if you wear a suit, that's when you can appreciate the fact, how cold a woman can get wearing a skirt or something like that.
Yeah.
And I became a big fan of the full length overcoat.
Yeah.
And so you look like an old man. I'm like, yeah, but I'm warm.
Yeah.
I'm like, old guy's got it figured out. That one just slid underneath. Caught it just a hair, but not enough.
Yeah, I thought it looked really good when I was watching it go down. I thought it was just about right, but need to hit a little tiny bit thicker, I guess.
So now here's Catherine Clifford. Trying to tuck this one under. Now, did you generate an angle for a double take out there?
Well, definitely there. Definitely there.
So Duvall will take that on. As we let you watch it come on down. No never's the call. Come up just a little bit. One and roll it over, and two. There you go. Almeida Duvall makes it look easy.
Yeah, that's a very nice shot. That's a couple of really nice doubles we've seen already in this game, and then one that almost was a double. So good shot making.
And from a deuce, just because that draw went a little bit too deep.
Yep.
We punched our ticket to Blanksfield, possibly. But we thought we did that last end, too.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
That's okay. I definitely stuck my blank on Tuesday.
Nice shot.
That's a pretty darn good roll. So you have to run it now. You're inviting that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So here's the $64,000 question. Does the coat stay on?
No, she's got to take it off to throw, surely. It's too big of a coat. Gray Withers throws with hers on. She's got the waist size.
Yeah.
She threw with it on all the other day anyway. So.
And we saw even the Italian men were sweeping with coats on. I saw Mosaner sweeping with the coat. Make sure I get the name right. On the run back, gotta keep it straight. Oh, they just pick it. Very nice.
Yeah, I needed to sweep that a little bit more. Need to hold that a little bit straighter.
Oh, I guess as long as you make it.
Yeah. Just would have been nice not to have her be able to just do this again. So.
That's right. It was Mattia Giovanella who wore his hoodie over his jacket the entire game, and he was brushing.
Yeah. Yeah, and they don't fake it brushing, those guys.
No.
No.
No. Fake it till you make it, Jim.
Yeah. Big shot here for Gray Withers.
Serena sends it on the way. This one's curling hard. They do squeeze it past the guard. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Well, it's going to force Isabella to take on another run back here.
Yeah, just about identical. Might be a foot shorter, but ideally she would make this and stick it right in behind, force Gray Withers to perhaps take one.
That would be the ideal scenario. This looks pretty close. Curl up just a skosh. Jam, rolls it all the way open, spills it out. Yeah, job one done, though.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Just a little bit high side on that, a little bit low side on the other one, so not the end of the world.
So as we wait for this stone to go through, what's your favorite Christmas food?
Food?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty
Like
traditionalist, so I
Yeah.
mean, the whole turkey dinner thing is the best for me because I'm diabetic now. The idea of whatever we have for dessert doesn't work so good. So, but probably I really like a good homemade dressing. Would probably be the turkey's going to be the favorite. The turkey's going to be the best, but the next would be the dressing, and the rest of it, all the rest of the vegetables are just vegetables. So,
Chunky cranberry sauce or sauce shaped like a can?
yeah. I probably would do the sauce in a can, the gel.
Fair enough, fair enough. And we'll be back with more culinary tips for Swift Current after this.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of...
Welcome back to Swift Current. Blank in the second. Grey Weathers retains a hammer here in end number 3. Thank you for joining us here. We appreciate it. There's Jim Nix rattling his way back in.
I am. My text message that I thought that Colleen had asked me if I was almost done was yesterday, not today. So anyway, I go out and I'm looking at you. What are you doing? I said, well, you messaged me to say if I was asked if I was almost done. Anyway, yeah, I did, but that was yesterday. Anyway. We haven't seen each other all week mostly because we stayed in separate rooms. So,
Jim, there are so many jokes. So many jokes.
Yeah.
None of which I'm going to say on the air. So we had that blank there. And Grey Withers trying to generate something. You can see the staggered guards up by Rano. And now Zoe Cinnamon with her second. Coming around on the intern side. Gonna throw up the corner, it looks like. Burgess and Clifford. They're gonna drag it to the back quad.
Yeah, just trying to minimize the damage if she ever plays a hit and roll.
That used to be a much more standard play than it is now.
Yeah. The draw to the wings, you mean?
Yeah. And specifically intentionally behind the tee line.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is interesting to watch. Well, I'll call them strategy fads come and go.
Yeah.
Curling is possibly one of the most copycat sports ever. If one team does it, everybody wants to do it.
Yeah, I think that just the straight draw to the wings for teams to get a second stone and play and all that kind of stuff for a lot of teams would be a good strategy that they don't do now because they think they should call the same shots they call on TV all the time, and they don't do that much. And really, there's not. Most of the players that are out there are not making those same shots that those guys are making. So if you're sitting 2 and one's behind the tee line, it's not that much of a worry because nobody's going to make that perfect hit and roll very often. Right. And if they do, they're at the back of the 8-foot. So
absolutely. When I spieled with our colleague Sean Joyce, who is a accomplished competitive curler in his own right, he kept it simple. We just brought it in. We brought it in. We rarely threw a corner guard, split the house, did all these, just played what was in front of us.
Yeah.
Just try to make more shots than the other guy. Did pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is good for me because I'm kind of simple. So if I think too much, it's a problem. It's actually the biggest problem with this job I sit here and I draw up shots for people all day, then I think I can make them.
Yeah. More weight there would have worked well. Withers will be sitting 2 after this, but I don't know, Dave, she's not. Those red ones are going to come back to hurt you probably at the end of this thing, but
He's certainly good. You get the pop and the flop. Just indicating for the hit and roll. I think that's smart.
yeah, I would agree.
Tough angle for a double takeout.
Yeah, I think the double would be a mistake. Not a mistake, but an accident, I guess, would be a better way to put it.
No, I'll go with mistake.
Okay. They do need a roll, though. They had a chance the last shot.
And they are on this right off the bat. It looks like that inside-out curl is a little bit different to them, but they get the hit, pop, they flop. Does it stick? Spin right onto it. Not bad at all.
Yeah, staying for shot rock was big there.
Especially if you try to come down that left side, you're likely jamming it unless you throw a really nifty one. You just draw here and get there first?
Yeah, what do we got? 4 She's got 4 to come? Or 3 to come? 4 to come.
4 to come, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to move this rock at the top of the 12-foot myself. I don't like leaving that. There's one that's biting the 12-foot. I don't really like leaving it there. If I put mine there, Rana probably has to do something with it, so then I would come around the next time. But there's nothing wrong with this either. If you get in there now, it's pretty good.
So here's Clifford. Brushers are not touching it.
I don't think it's got a chance.
Just gonna be a high guard. Now Rana for sure wraps around everything.
Yeah. I think that's the case of just getting caught on a brand new piece of ice and not talking it out enough as a team to make sure that, at least we're close. I mean, I know you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and we were talking about that. It's the struggles we've seen all weekend long. There's been a lot of weight issues too between the teams.
Yeah, I mean that's like I say. I mean that's got to be partly on communication there, because that's what is that? That's probably a 15 or 20 foot too light shot. That's a lot. Like
and to your previous point, the ice is ice has been clocked to like 14.5, which is not out of the realm of normal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I guess it's just behaving a little different than they're used to seeing.
Yeah. You can see on this one that this is weight's coming down off it, but it slid pretty well. So she just really, really, really pulled the string on that.
So yeah, we're really, she pulled the string on it for sure. I mean, we're seeing the teams that have better communication, especially in the front ends, rise up here.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost like watching like the U.S. Open when the USGA lets the rough grow out.
Yeah.
Not to get Chris Heichert, upset at me at all.
Yeah.
Oh, it's way more fun to watch. I see somebody chunk one out of that thick stuff. I say, I can do that.
Yeah.
This one, well, I don't know if make the run and you stuff it.
Yeah, I had to come up just a little tiny bit more. Oh, it's sitting pretty good now.
Yeah, I'm not in love with the draw under because I like a guard, Jim.
Yeah, if you guard, well, she's only got 2 shots to come. I think if you guard, she's coming around, probably on the intern side. If she needs to, if you're going to guard, so
like how about maybe like a counting guard, like a nibbler.
I think even that, the all too often used phrase of a Christmas tree sort of thing, you can kind of do that here too a little bit. You could come into the 8-foot and just be a touch behind the guard and a touch in front of the other red. So you could do that. Sit 3. I don't really mind the guard, I guess, if you're in the house guard. Yeah, I just don't think I like the short guard.
So Sun's jacket. Here's Isabella. They work this over, and this is going to be in that spot that you didn't really care for.
Well, I don't think she's going to peel it, and she only got 2 shots to come, so she might have to. It is a very good guard and takes the out turn away from them, I think. The intern's definitely there, but not if you're trying to get 2, but you're not getting 2 if you peel either, so she might feel she can get there on the out turn. Looks like that's more where their head's at, so.
No, I think it's certainly there. Especially because on the other side, you have to navigate past 2.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're kind of naturally lined up, but you still have to do it.
Yeah, I was looking at the overhead, and there's a rock. There's that higher guard too, but not really a factor, but it would be in your line of sight, so. She could go through the hole.
She could.
Through on the intern. Yeah, you could go through the hole and hit and roll behind the guard and stay, or whatever. If I got through the hole, I wouldn't really care where it went as long as it stayed somewhere. But I don't think you can make the double because I don't think you can ever hit it thin enough to make the double. I think you'd hit that red stone that's out front.
So looking to navigate this port is Serena Gray Withers. This one needs to curl up just a little bit. You're still on the red. Now you're through. Oh, you're right through that port. You could drive a Mack truck through it. Overrolled a skosh, but nice shot.
That's a super good shot. It was actually a little tougher than I thought it was, just judging by how little it went by on both sides. Nice throw. Not surprised she made it. I have a lot of faith in this girl's abilities for sure.
This team's been on the rise for sure. The University of Alberta products. And we all know all the good curlers that have come out of there.
Yeah.
Even our colleague, Ryan Jakes. See, I talk nice about him every once in a while.
Yeah, it's true.
Jake the Snake. So Wrana looking to sink one in here, put the force on. Past the guards. Now you see trying to carve it over, get it under as far as you can. Shot stone. Under a bevy of cover now. That's a tough draw, Jim.
Yeah, it really is.
Certainly there. I mean, if you ever knew the weight, it's probably easier from the outturn side.
Yeah. I just figure. So this person moves out of the way, I can see a little bit better. Thank you. Yeah, you're probably right. It's
Ooh,
it's a little bit less clutter, but
she's going for two. So trying to come down here with, say, hackish weight. Tap it back just enough, hang on to the shooter, and score a deuce. Gonna have to be awfully flirtatious with the guard, Jim.
yeah, you will have to be very close to the guard, and I don't think you'll throw quite that much either, Dave. I think it'll be more like a backline shot. You really just have to move that red one, whatever, 2 rock widths, maybe, to get 2. So, but you're only going to hit probably a quarter of it too, or an eighth of it. So we'll see what she throws. I think she's going to be looking at somewhere around the back line. I think it's keened up enough over here now that they shouldn't be fooled by the weight.
Final stun of the third. Trying to carve it over already. Now on the straight. Slide past the one guard, no problem. Past the second one. Yes, does it have enough weight? It's just going to be the draw for one, but well executed. Single point on the board. We're all tied up after 3. We'll be back after this from Swift Current.
Hey, Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
So with the impact to my business and income, will this delay my retirement?
I know you're worried, Marshall, but based on the original plan we came up with, you're only about 6 months behind.
I thought it would be years, not months.
You should feel good. Remember, you've got a plan.
Thanks.
With change comes questions. See the impact of your money decisions before you make them with RBC Wealth Plan. Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Damn water. And welcome back to Swift Current. We're all tied up. Single points exchanged. We're here in the 4th end. It's Wrana with the hammer.
Teams are starting to play pretty good, Dave. Some good shots in that end, and a couple of skippers all both threw 2 good rocks apiece. That's nice to see. And
well, what's Gray Weathers scoring a single point there in the 3rd, correct?
yeah, they got they're all mixed up. They're going to throw the wrong rock, and now they got scoreboard's not quite right. But
it's such a mess. And I hear the snow plow going outside. It's a mess here as well. But we're all tucked in, and absolutely, who is out there watching this morning? Tell us where you're watching from. We're glad to hear that. Corner guard comes up.
Yeah, that guard's really long, so she's going to throw another center guard just to be a little tighter to the rings.
Well, we have one faithful fan behind the glass.
Yep. And you have to be faithful for this one to venture out in the way the temperature is right now in Swift Current. Going out at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning to watch a curling game, you got to be a big fan of whoever's playing. So it's probably
but it's downright balmy right now outside. It's only -3. I think it's actually colder here in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So you see the one under cover here, and Wrana looks to draw underneath everything.
Yeah, Isabella with hammer now and 4. Ideally, she'd love to put a crooked number on the board here. And she'd set herself up really good for the last 4 ends. But biggest thing here is don't give up a steal. If you have to take a point, take a point.
And they have the ice level scoreboard sorted out.
Yeah. That's a very nice shot there.
That's really, really good. Follow down's the only play, Rick. Yep.
Yeah, we mentioned yesterday that, and I don't know, and you and I talked a little bit about it. I don't know if it's if they've done a little different work on the ice just to get a little more curl, but even here you can see she's almost at the edge of the 8 foot. Certainly at the very start of the week, you aren't going to get to the button with the edge of the 8 foot. That's for sure. You had to be like edge of 4, maybe another 6 inches with that. So it's nice finish. Now Sean believed that it was enough curl, and there was enough finish to make that all work, and he's probably right on that too.
Yeah, the finish has been there, and there's a lot of things you can do as an ice maker to change the amount of curl without touching the rocks. And one of the biggest tools in your arsenal is changing the amount of the nip.
Yeah.
The more you nip, if you nip off more of those pebbles, you're going to get more surface area which the running band interacts with. Therefore, more friction, more curl.
Yeah.
The danger with that is when you have high-level teams, you run the risk of them brushing off the pebble during the course of a game, and you end up with slow spots later on. You know those, as you'll hear them say on TSN, the fudgy spots down the slide path.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any of that here.
No, I agree on that.
Yeah, it's being a decidedly amateur ice maker myself. It's one of those things you can play too close to the sun.
No, you're definitely right, and that's the concern sometimes, is it? Especially if you're at a club where maybe that pebble isn't quite as hard, and you start nipping that much off, and it can get really, really flat very, very quickly. And when you that's even for regular curlers like ourselves, and then when you take these players and put them there with the way that they can sweep, it's actually the ice makers in most events do a great job, including in the arenas, because I know they put a little dab of pebble down between ends and stuff in the slide path, but still to play 10 ends and practice and everything else and still have anything left is amazing. And
oh yeah, it's a lot of work for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I've done it myself. I try to, tweaked the ice up to, I'd say, I think we got it as high as almost close to 16 seconds hog to hog at one point. But we were dancing with the devil. 15-5, we can do that for most Montspiels for the championship Sunday.
Yeah.
But you're playing on such a fine line. If you lose control of the ice temperature by even 0.3 of a degree, you get too warm. You even get the best players starting to fall on their tuchus, and the pebble soft.
Yeah.
And pebble soft, sure, it's going to curl, it's going to be fast, but you're also going to brush it away.
Yeah.
There we see a close-up of the ice surface. When I explain curling to my non-curling friends and help them to understand that it's only maybe a 3/8 of an inch wide running surface in a 3-inch diameter on these little bumps on the ice. They're amazed by the physics of it.
Yeah.
And to think, it took some guy in Scotland probably 2 or 3 deep to figure this out. To him, I say cheers.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out a way to work 2 into this end. But...
Yeah, so how do you do that, Jim?
Well, I think she's playing a hit on the yellow and roll behind the left-hand corner guard, or whichever way it is when we get down here. That's a good shot, and you got to move that rock anyways, and I think there's enough room to do that. She's just not maybe going to get enough.
They get the hit.
There you go. No.
It's plenty. Needs to get that little spin back.
Yeah. That was a good shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Great shot right there. We have seen all week that Rocks tend to really accept that corkscrew.
Yeah.
As you see Team Moet passing through the back there. There is enough exposed that Catherine Clifford can come and get it.
Yeah, going to be hard to stay. But there might be enough room to be able to hang around. We'll see. Can't afford to touch the top red.
Yeah, they're on it to hold it. Just getting by. And they do hang on to the wing. Great call. Now you see you're trying to determine whether that top guy is biting. It's really close.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it from the overhead camera, but remember the overhead camera is looking at the button, not the top 12.
Yeah, exactly. Have to get a protractor out or something to figure out that. You still have those?
I do know of what you're speaking.
Okay.
I've used one.
Yeah.
I've used a compass too.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, does our producer Ryan Jakes know what that is? I'm not so sure.
I got one for school, but I'm not sure I really ever used it.
There's Jake the Snake.
Must be an engine. Got to be in engineering. It's the only way I figured he had a chance of knowing what a protractor was.
Well, that and calculus. You know, I consider myself relatively intelligent. I've done well in school.
Yeah.
But calculus, yeah, I did terrible. And my high school teacher said, Dave, you're really, really smart, but you don't get this, and I don't think you ever will.
Well, we were the same vein then, Dave, because I was very good in math, but yet calculus, I never understood why it even existed. And
have you ever needed to know the area under a curve in your life?
No.
I haven't.
No.
This one looks like a hit and stick. And it does not stick. That's important because it gives Toronto a chance to draw under here. She's going to try to determine whether that's a nibbler. If it's not a nibbler, you're coming under for sure.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was just trying to think that through in my head, whether or not what happened. If she thinks it's in, does she still come around, or does she play it, hit on it, and plan on blanking this in? I think she's still coming around either way. It does have a good chance here to get two. She can make a real good one on this shot.
You see the amount of ice, that's more ice than we have seen taken all weekend. In fact, last night we saw in the late night extra end, Steve Laycock take a lot of ice, and it didn't curl up enough for him. Let's say it feels like it was only 6 hours ago, probably because it was. Isabella Wrana with her first. See, it cleared it by a country mile.
Yeah, it really did.
Just felt like too much ice.
You're definitely right. I mean, she's heavy, admittedly. I mean, it certainly would have been closer if she had been. She really didn't want to be back there. But
certainly still would have been exposed, I think.
Yeah. Oh, no, I agree, yeah. This is going to be interesting, because if she hits this and stays open, then they're going to have to really know for sure whether or not that front one's in or out.
So you're saying we should put the biter bar on the ice?
Well, yeah, you can't do that now, though.
Well, get it cold.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah.
Well, the shed's cold though, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Way back in my time as an official, they train you to try to eyeball when a measure is going to be necessary and be ready to do it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
This one's going to have to come up just a touch. Okay, you got a piece of it now. You stick around. It's going to be... They do. So this might get another stare up there. Take a look at it one more time. Don't... Is it in? Is it out? Is it right or is it wrong?
Well, if you're not sure, you don't have much choice. You have to take one.
Yeah, if you're not sure, you gotta draw. That's 1000% for sure.
Yeah. I don't know what she's doing down there right now.
It sounds like it feels like a Michael Jackson song, It really matters if it's in or out.
Yeah. Yep. Sort of like never black and white.
That's correct.
So I think they've decided that it's out. Do you think?
I think. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you'd call this otherwise.
Yeah, I think she's indicating that they're not playing the state and stay.
The front end's not sure.
We're all going to go look at it.
On the road again. Just can't wait to slide down the sheet again. See if that stone is biting again. Can't wait to slide down the sheet again.
Well, imagine with all those young eyes looking at this, if it had been our guys, we'd be there for days.
I mean, you'd have your bifocals, your trifocals. I don't know if I've ever seen people study a stone this much. They think it's out. We're going to find out, because after all this, if they don't swing the biter bar, I'm going to be disappointed.
Yeah. Last time she tried to blank, she ended up taking one anyway, so that could also happen.
That would rob us of a chance to see the biter bar, Jim.
I know. No, I'm just saying.
Heck, our Sunday morning league in my club, we have rules saying that there's no measures allowed. Don't even waste your time.
Well,
and there it is.
Yeah,
there's the single.
Yeah, I don't think she was trying to blank that at all, but anyway.
She puts one on the board. We'll be back with Gray Withers with the hammer on Curling Stadium.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Facility. Welcome back to Swift Current, Fifth End Action. It's been a tight to the best affair right now. It's Wrana, but with a score of 2-1 over Gray Withers. Gray Withers with the hammer here in the fifth. Dave.
But interesting to see.
course is definitely a good outcome. So because of half the hammer and 6 tied, certainly a good option.
Yeah.
And there we go. We're live back on the YouTubes. Welcome back, YouTube land. Happy to have you. We were here the whole time. We enjoyed rocks being thrown, hits being exchanged, and Jim dispensing wisdom.
Not much wisdom this end.
The razor edge wit of one Jim E. Nix.
It's really nice if she could get both of these.
She's gonna.
Ooh.
I'll scooch it over.
Yeah, but well, a really good opportunity for Rano here.
So the draw on the way from Rana.
It's very well done.
Mm-hmm.
Not surprising to see the change here. She really ran no more time to throw any more peels. She has to pretty much go.
Yeah, absolutely. There comes a time when you just have to bring it in.
Yeah.
Get there before it's too late.
She's generally close too.
And got a shout out from Sydney, Nova Scotia.
That's a pretty nice throw, even though it disappeared. We're back good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
A lot of moving parts to a stream broadcast, folks. I still don't know how it works.
Yeah.
Final stone from Ronald. Trying to just chip this one out. This is wide. This looks very flashy. That's close enough to flashing.
Yeah. Worst part is, too, you created more space for her to throw the same shot.
So out of nowhere, an opportunity for our first deuce of the game.
Yeah, truly out of nowhere, no question. The whole end was looking not in her favor. It was looking okay for a while, and then it got worse, and then that miss kind of gives it all back. Still got to make it, but she did just throw it. They always say that's a lot easier if you have, and I tend to agree with that.
Final stone of the fifth end. Gray Withers needs to sink it. Line's good. Is the weight good? Ah, yes, it is. Put 2 on the board for yellow. They have a 3-2 lead. Rano has the hammer when we come back from Swift Current right after this on Curling Stadium.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatchewan in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsocktickets.com. Let's rock.
Welcome back to Swift Current. It was a deuce by Serena Gray Withers to take the 3-2 lead over Isabella Wrana. Wrana has a hammer throwing the red stones in the 6th. And Jim, it's been nip and tuck, and just one little miss there by Wrana and generated a nice opportunity.
Yeah. Very polite little miss. I think it was for her that would have been considered a pretty big miss. It was a couple of options there. I mean, she didn't even really have to hit it. She could just draw down to it and probably going to steal a point no matter what. And if you weren't going to draw, at least just throw a heavy draw or something. But just kind of a lot of weight for that shot, and managed not to get anything. And give Gray Withers credit. She had to make 2 really good draws, and she made them both. So she deserves the 2, but the only good thing for Rana, I think, is that happened in the 5th end. So you do have Hammer now playing 6, so you're still in a pretty good position.
Take a look. Yeah, absolutely. Take a look at some of the other scores. It's 4-1 Ha over Schwaller right now.
Oh, okay.
Tiranzoni, 2-1 lead over McMillan, and tied up between DuPont and Kang. Those are our quarterfinal women's games. And we have a open house right now. You know, Rana wants to score here.
Yeah, she wants 2 here for sure.
Corner guard is up. Let's see if they attempt. They're not going to attempt it. They're going to throw the center.
So in center guard, you could throw this in the 4-foot, see what Rana did. I think she's still going to throw another guard up. Then you could guard the one you just put in the 4-foot. That's one way to do it. She might mess you up by hitting it, but you're probably fine with that.
Now, Rana's just going to draw on in. Bit more of our standard configuration. All my neighbors have their snow blowers out right now. So, you know, that's the thing down here, you know, in the mid-Atlantic area. Yes, we get snow, but it's not every day.
Yeah.
So there's a certain contingent of people who like to play with their machines. And, you know, so if I wait long enough, one of my neighbors will play with their machine and do my driveway. Mama raised an ugly baby, not a stupid one.
Tell you, it's one of those things that once you finally have a snowblower, you wonder how you didn't find the money to get one earlier, because we didn't have one for a long time. And then, wow, quite a few years ago now, probably 20 or more years ago, we got a good one. I bought it actually at a silent auction in the golf industry, and still, you're just kind of like, what in God's name do we ever wait to get one of these for? Anyway, because we do get enough snow usually, not too much this time of year, not till after Christmas. We'll have a lot from Christmas till the end.
Does your machine have a electric starter?
Yeah, it does.
That's nifty.
Yeah. It's a good thing, because I don't think I could ever start. Not when it's cold. When it's been running, you shut it off. You can pull start it if you wanted to, but when you just go to use it for the first time in the fall, or winter rather, you're not starting it with a pull cord, I'll tell you that, unless you're mucho man. It's a good shot. Good, they're staying aggressive. She's just not going to fool around either. She's going to freeze on this one.
I like it. Game on. Let's go.
She doesn't have hammer, so that kind of makes some sense too. Can't really go out and peel a guard.
So here's Clifford. Burgess and Cinnamon working this one really hard. They gotta get it by. Gotta get it by. Oh, it just kisses. Well, keep it moving. It's a good angle.
Quite light, though.
Yeah, never had the weight to the gym.
No. No, she might have. No, I don't even think she would have gotten in for number 2. I was probably playing the out turn through the hole, I imagine.
That would make good sense.
This team is somewhat famous for their karaoke performances.
Oh, really? Well, they had to meet me then.
Nope. They are as part of the Grand Slam, whatever they call that. They have a different word for karaoke, but anyway, they do it at the Grand Slams nowadays. I don't think it'll last forever, but they're still doing it. They've done it for probably over a year now.
I think I saw Benny Heeb sing a song at one point.
You might have.
He definitely seems like somebody who would be down for that.
Yeah.
The host of the Sheet Show.
Yeah. Used to be good. Oh, this is going to be short too.
So now you had to play this.
Yeah, they needed that rock to go another 2 feet. Then it takes this raise away from the yellow. Not to mention,
You might actually catch one of them back on the way by.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. No, you're right. Yep. The double, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
That would be a bonus. It's more important to stick the rock that you run in a good place.
Yeah, she could actually get this. If she gets this perfect, she could actually hit it and flop it right in behind all the guards.
So here it comes from Clifford. On the curl. This is way outside now. Back to straight.
Wow.
This is just gonna wick it. Gets into the rings for second undercover, but that was going by a mile.
Yeah, missed opportunity there. Yeah, Claflin, she's had a couple in this game that just the weight didn't match up with the ice real well or whatever, but so she's playing the freeze on that, Dave? Did you just watch, but I don't.
I think that's what I saw.
Okay. She needs to create any space. She could actually chip it in a little bit, hit a little bit high side, pop it in a little shooter so you stay even. Let's see what happens.
Right down to it, they said 1-2. Double's
Yeah,
still available, I think.
Yeah, I'm not so sure, Dave. I think you'd be hard pressed to not have that go over and jam on the yellow, I think, but I could obviously be wrong as well. Either way, you probably got no choice but to play it. Even if you only get one of them, you got to get one. She can certainly see enough of what, or as much as she was planning on hitting, but it's a long way from being wide open.
This has to come up just a hair. Oh, it goes all the way by everything. Oh, that's a disaster, Jim.
It sure is. Yeah. I actually thought she had a piece. I was surprised when I heard your voice say what it said, because I looked up a little further. I was looking there and I thought of trying to figure out whether it was going to be enough to get the back one. Anyway. Be interesting where you put this one. Because if you come down to your reds, you're not going to be third shot. Does that matter to you, I guess, is the question.
I don't think it does, really.
No.
Because you look at it, what can Gray Withers do with her last, really? I mean, it's not much, right? I mean, you just have to cover that.
Yeah, I know. You hate to throw a guard with hammer like this, but if you don't, or if you come in on top, if you were to come in by the reds, then you run the risk of setting up an easy double maybe, or a double in a roll or anything. So I don't think you want to really flirt with too much over there, but I don't know that you want to leave it. Yeah.
Right. You see what Serena tries. You throw the guard. You can always run your, tap or maybe even run your own in. Right now, you could run that guard in for 4.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yep. Yep. And you wouldn't be shocked to see them play because it's not an easy draw right now. And it might not be an easy draw when you're done. Because you're going to throw the guard here. Serena's going to have to try to figure out where can I go to at least get number 2. And that might be playing something on the yellow that's in the 8 foot. Just trying to, even if you bumped it in an angle in to be number 2, you'd be not too bad. As well as not completely comfortable, so I'm just going to talk about it. So back with the original plan anyways.
Yep. So the guard's on the way down.
That's a good shot. I find it interesting that she's not having any kind of look at the...
Yeah, why not play for 4, right? I mean, 3 is really good, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
3 takes it to 5. 6 in, you probably feel pretty good that way.
Yeah.
If you miss it, you're only up by 1, so, I guess the math.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I don't think you... Yeah. See where Gray Brothers puts this. It's going to be interesting because it's going to be... Probably can't get shot. Probably can get number 2. but should still be open. I'm not even exactly sure. I mean, I know what shot she's playing, kind of, but I don't know exactly sure where she wants to stand up.
So, final stone the 6th for her.
So there is a run for 4, if that's what you want to play. But yeah, I'm going to say I'm thinking she's probably going to draw.
So looking for the draw for 3. Final stone the 6th. This looks like it has to go just a little bit. Got there, no problem. So there they are, 1, 2, 3 for Wrana. She has a 5-3 lead over Gray Withers. We'll be back from Swift Current after this.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game.
Have to wait.
And welcome back to Swift Current. We had our first 3 of the game. It was Isabella Wrana pulling that one off. Gray Withers has some work to do here in the 7th end. You're watching the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown here on Curling Stadium. My name's Dave Schmel, joined by Jim Nix. Kaylee and Jerry are on the production, along with Ryan Jakes the Snake.
Yeah, big 3 there for Wrana. She's now in a great position, Dave. She really can. She doesn't have to do anything spectacular here. She can play all defense, and if she gives up a couple, she gives up a couple. She'll be tied with. Nothing wrong with that. So, good situation.
Certainly an enviable position to be in. So there's two center guards up. Gray Withers has to come up with something here. So on the way from Zoe Cinnamon. Buries that one nicely. Great shot.
Yeah, that was a really nice draw.
So on the chase here, they're going to tick it. Going to stick in the back. 12. That just kept on skittering forever. It is second shot.
Yeah, I don't know if that was too much weight or not, but she didn't go by the guard by a lot, so well, she would have liked to have gotten it out. I mean, she did the job, got it out from behind the guard, but definitely would have obviously loved to have been had removed it totally. Ooh.
Didn't want to do that.
No. It didn't go away, fortunately. She still got that corner to work with. Wrana now, though, probably going to stay on offense here.
Certainly should. Work this one hard past the guards now. Can you get the good bury? Bury it, bury it, bury it. Oh, it sleeps with the fishes there.
Yeah, it's a great shot. And now you're basically halfway through the end. And Gray Withers is having to look at scrambling just to get out of this end without a steal at this point. I do think you got to peel those guards.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Yeah. And you might have to be thinking blank by the time you're finished, but...
Okay, so as I talk this, let's draw up that roadmap to Blanksville, because I don't know how to get there from here, Jim.
Well, no, I know. Well, I never know how when they start thinking that, but I'm just thinking that if you peel these guards, make sure you lose the shooter. Assuming you're good with that. Wrana probably goes in and hits yours in the 12-foot rather than throw another guard up. But she might not, so that's the part I'm not sure what they're going to do. But if you make this double and Wrana throws a guard up, then you've got to try to run that guard back in here because these staggered ones are a big problem. And you can probably get two of them if you make a really good shot. So, and then you're only really probably one more rock away from having a chance to blank. So, but a lot has to go the right way for you here. Starting right now.
So here's step one on that roadmap.
It's not going to be
just going to pick the top one off.
Yeah. Big trouble for Grey Withers here.
Clip that there, and it's 3 stones right now for Wrana. So now you just have to make sure you can score.
Yeah.
So, Catherine Clifford. One, two. Oh, you really wish you caught that one on the way by. But alas, you didn't, and you left the guard. This is going to choke off the draw opportunities here, too.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate because she didn't really have much choice but to try to make something happen that way rather than just a single peel, but it unfortunately didn't gain her very much. Down to 3 rocks left for Grey Withers. She may abandon this and play the, if it'll fit. I can't wait till we can see it better, but she might go out turn draw. Oh. Yeah, they could have taken this away by making that shot a little better, but I don't know that they were trying to, but need a big one out of Clifford right now. Still a path to scoring multiple points here if she can make this.
Right on by.
Yeah. Getting uglier, Dave.
Yeah, it's not getting better.
No.
You know, this is one of those things, you know, you're looking at it like, I know there's a pony in there someplace. There's got to be a pony. There's got to be a pony in this box. Well, unfortunately, I think it's right now it's only the pony's droppings.
Yeah.
Just getting tougher and tougher here. So, Wrana can really dig it in here.
That'll do it. Shouldn't take very long anyways. Sometimes when they're really tough, they just get harder and harder the longer you look at them.
I would agree with that for sure. So, trying to line this up, you got to kill the one that's on the button. That's imperative.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you got to do that so you have a chance to draw someplace for score.
A blank is the biggest pipe dream in the world right now. It's just not happening. So, Gray Withers gonna get that off the button. No, she's not. Oh my God, I thought it curled up enough. I really did.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a bad line caller, Jim.
Well, you know, sometimes they straighten up on you. You don't, when you least expect it.
Well, it's just like your keys. They're always in the last place you look. Because only an idiot would keep looking.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So, Wrana, opportunity to really put a lid on this one. Or last of the 7th. That little chisel in works out well.
Yeah. It's never good when you might have to draw to give up. Draw for third shot here. Or second shot, sorry, when you're already down 2.
Yeah, there's no port to shoot through there. I mean, you could go yellow and try to direct it on there, but my goodness, that's tough.
They're all going to be so hard. I think you could also go in off the extreme outside yellow, but that's just a long ways.
That's the next one I would suggest. I don't like the redirect off the red by the 12-foot.
No.
That's there too.
Yeah, really thin. Yeah.
There has to be a pony, Jim.
Well, yeah, I think she's appears to be of the same mindset that I would be. I don't think you can afford to give up one here. I think you can find a way to give up one.
Well, they're staring at it so hard it froze our camera.
Yeah.
Gotta dump out of that shot, guys. So they're gonna just try to sneak on through.
And give up one.
Now, you have to keep hope alive that you can push it back and up to the score.
Yeah, I was gonna say
you have to play with that mindset.
Yeah.
Because if you say I'm playing to give up one, you're gonna throw it light and give away the game.
Yeah.
I'd rather go down trying to stay there rather than lie down.
Yeah, I think you got to be about probably, maybe back 4 foot weight on this. You have to have enough to move it, but you can't throw very much more than that because it just won't curl enough. And she's got ice almost just to play the freeze to it, to me.
So, against 3 to stay in the game, Serena Gray Withers. Final stone of the 7th. This is on the guard all day. And that's a steal of 3. It's a 8-3 lead, and that will be the game. So you can hang that final score as 8-3 in favor of Isabella Wrana. And Jim, man, that game turned quickly.
Yeah, it really did. It was kind of both teams about even, really, up until the Grey Withers got the deuce, and that was even a pretty even end. She just pulled out the 2 herself, but then the 3-ender in the 6th and there in the 7th those 2 ends were a disaster for Grey Withers, and Rana's team made some shots and took advantage and pulled one off here.
Well, congratulations to them. Stay with us here. We're going to throw you over to our other game. For my colleague Jim Nix, Kelly, Jerry, and Ryan, Jake the Snake, I'm Dave Schmel. Thanks for watching Curling Stadium. We'll see you soon.